Oh, no. I use my custom Shirogorov to chip granite, cut drywall, and slice through tractor tires. A knife is a tool. What's the purpose of a knife if you're not going to use it? No, you don't. No, you don't. Just stop it. No, you don't. What's up, fishy friends? Welcome to Tim's School of Fish. Class is in session. I'm guilty. I am 100% guilty. I baby my knives. I baby them. They're basically just grown man toys. They are fidget toys, and the most use that any of my knives get is to open an Amazon package or cut a zip tie off of some packaging or open some clamshell packaging, right? Maybe cut a thread, a wayward thread off of a shirt or a pair of jeans or something. I'm guilty. I baby my knives. That's what I do. I like to collect them. I like the action. I like the fit and finish. I like the aesthetics. I like to play with them. I like to look at them. I like to clean them. And that's about it. And unless you are a tradesman, right, unless you hang drywall, or you're an HVAC guy, or a plumber, or a carpenter, or something like that, you probably baby your knives to some extent too. And even if you are a tradesman, you probably have some dedicated beaters, some dedicated work knives that you use for work. I'm sorry, I don't care what you say. You are not carrying your Shirogorov and cutting drywall with it. You're just not. So stop. And so, since I baby my knives that I collect, I typically have some dedicated beaters that I use for hard use and I use for work. I typically have one in the toolbox, one in the car, one in my work desk drawer, one in the junk drawer in the kitchen, right? Just beater knives that if they break, I'm not going to cry about it. So, most of you guys have seen these Milwaukee Fastbacks, so I needed some new beater knives. I wouldn't be upset if they got broken or if I lost them. So I went to my Home Depot and I got a whole freaking heap of Milwaukee Fastbacks that I can beat the tar out of and do yard work with them or whatever I want to do. So let's get this camera flipped around and let's open these bad boys up and take a look at them, and I'll let you know what I think. All right, so my Home Depot had these things on sale and they were dirt cheap. I think I got all 5 of these Milwaukee Fastbacks for like $42 or $45 or something like that. This one is a 2-pack. This is the 1502 model that has the wire stripper. It's not the 5-in-1, and then the 1500 compact version. Utility knives. This one is the 1525, the hawkbill pruner shaped knife, and I love these. These are great for opening packages. That little point gets under zip ties, you know, that they have on clamshell packaging. Sometimes there's a zip tie around it. This is perfect for those. I got the 1520, which is you know, just a drop point knife. And then the 1521, which does not have the button opening. This is a manual open. This is a compact version of that one. All right, so I did look to see what kind of steel these things had, and I wasn't able to find anything. I did find that the hardline, what they call the Milwaukee Fastback hardline, which are more hard use knives, have D2 steel, but on these the only things that it says is stainless. So let's take a look at these bad boys. So these two right here are the utility knife box cutters, and it looks like they are running on phosphor bronze washers. You can see that in there, and to deploy it, you have to use the button, and also to close it, you have to use the button. So, not bad at all. action on that's pretty good. That's going to come in super useful. It looks like to change the blade out, you've got 3 small Phillips head screws on here, and then you just take this plate off and replace the blade. It's got a deep carry wire pocket clip for tip down carry. It's not reversible, but look, I'm not really going to carry these around. I might if I'm out doing something, you know, where I know there's going to be some hard use. I might carry this, but the reason I got these is for around the house. All right, so this is the bigger version of that. Like I said, it's not the 5-in-1. They also have one that has like a screwdriver and a bottle opener, but this bigger one has a place to store 5 extra blades. And then in the closed position, you can see the blade right there functions as a wire stripper. So that's pretty cool. I'll put a little bit of oil on these and figure out how to work them. This one seems a little bit easier than the smaller one, but I think I'm just overdoing it, you know. So there's those two, the utility knives, and these are T8 torque screws right here on the pivot, so that's good. All right, this is the compact pocket knife drop point style. We've got a thumb hole, finger hole there. It's got a deep carry pocket clip. I don't know what this handle material is. FRN maybe, some type of hard plastic, but this is fine. This one is a liner lock. Action on here is pretty good. I mean, it's not completely drop shutty, but come on. I didn't buy these for the action, okay? So I don't expect them to have the very best action, but that's not bad at all. And the more that I use that, the more it's going to loosen up and be drop shutty. It does have a decent edge on it. There's no sharpening choil, but look, when this edge is gone, I'll strop it back up, maybe run it on a sharpening stone a few times, but when it gets beat up, I mean, for $8, I'm just going to go get a new one, right? So I don't care if it has a sharpening choil or if it doesn't. So I do like that one. It feels comfortable in the hand. It's got good access to the liner lock there. There's no jimping on the liner lock, but they gave you enough access that you don't really need any jimping on the liner lock. It's got a decent hollow grind on that blade, stone washed finish. Not bad at all. Not bad at all for $8, people. All right, this one. Ooh, this one is the Hawkbill pruner, which I love. In traditional knives, a Hawkbill or a pruner is one of my favorite patterns. It's one of my favorite blade shapes. This is just an excellent blade shape for around the house. It is perfect for utility cuts, for draw cuts, for opening boxes, opening packages. I mean, this is excellent. And you know those little zip ties that they wrap things up with? This point is perfect for getting up under there and just, boom, popping those zip ties. So I really like this Hawkbill a lot. This one is also liner lock. Yep, you really have to whip that one out there to get it to open. So let's see if I can loosen that pivot screw a little bit. That's a little easier. Give it a little bit more here. Oh, there we go. I'll put a little KPL in there. This will break in some more, so I'm not worried about that. Yeah, it's already starting to get better. There it is. The Hawkbill. Good access to the liner lock. Wire deep carry pocket clip. Pretty good one. I like that one a lot. All right, and so this one is just a bigger version of that one. drop point blade. These all have a stonewash finish on it. Decent edge, not the greatest edge in the world, but it'll cut. Deep carry pocket clip, liner lock, good access to liner lock. Looks like we've got stainless steel liners. They're not heavy at all. They're very comfortable in the hand. So there you go, my new beater knives, my new collection of Milwaukee Fastbacks. I've got 2 of the utility knives, the compact version, the bigger version. I've got 2 of the drop point knives, the compact version and the bigger version. And I've got the Hawkbill. So I will put these to some good use. And if they wear out or break or I lose them or something, I won't be sad about it. The Milwaukee Fastback collection. This is almost all of them. Like I said, they do make the hard line of knives, but this is all of them. I think they've got a couple more versions of these, but for the most part, this covers the entire gamut. So just wanted to share that with you today. As always, I appreciate you guys for watching. I appreciate you giving me a thumbs up and commenting on my videos. I appreciate you subscribing and sharing my videos. That's it for this episode of Tim's School of Fish. Boys and girls, class dismissed.